And Claire, do you see what James just did? But he'll put them back in again.
It's so many. Everywhere, everyone's downstairs.
He's doing it, Yaya. He's doing it. Good morning and hello everyone. So I am out walking with 8 of the children and I totally forgot that I was going to get a phone call from 89.9 The Light. So they rang me and we chatted while I was walking, and they said there are rumors that our lockdown will be extended, and they're like, how do you feel about that? And I'm like, that's a lot more videoing. So as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I am documenting, I guess, a little snapshot into our lives of how we are coping being in lockdown number 6. We live in the beautiful Yarra Valley in Melbourne, Australia. And I'm like in a semi-rural area, which is nice. The kids are up in the bushes, and of course, you know, when children ask if they can do things like, can I walk through the bushes? And you're like, yeah, sure. Invariably you're gonna have some kind of issue pop up and occur. But yes, we are just enjoying being outside, enjoying the fresh air, and I'm trying to think positively about this potential extension of lockdown. This is very sad to see. A beautiful kookaburra has died. So that is sad to see. I have other videos on my channel showing kookaburras when they're alive, but I've actually never seen a dead kookaburra before, so that was really sad. Plus I was talking about lockdown extending, so that's sad too. And let's find where my kids are.
Gosh!
They are up there.
What the heck? What happened?
Huge tree stump. This area used to be very heavily wooded. And now it's all open. Okay, I still have the 8 children that I brought on the walk. We're still all together. But we've seen the dead kookaburra, which I showed you. Sorry about that, if it's overshare. And Beth has found a bee.
What are those ones called? Can I see it? Oh. Why those?
And then the kids up there said that they saw a possum tail from brush-tail possum. So I'd say the wildlife is not having its best time at the moment.
if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
3, 2, 1, go! It's my free time now, and I thought I would show you a quilt that I'm working on that I call, I forgot for a second, I call TV test pattern. I ended up with a ton of like solids scraps in my scrap bucket, and then I got this idea that I wanted to create a quilt entirely out of solid fabrics, and then I thought I'd call it like a TV test pattern. So it looks like this. And obviously I'm not a quilt model person, so I will show you better footage of it. But now I've got to work on the back of the quilt. So I'm kind of thinking a black and white theme, but it's all dictated by what is in my stash, because that's just the way I roll. And this is what you do when you're in lockdown. You use what you have. This is the quilt. It measures roughly 55 inches by 65 inches. And I've put a frame around it, much the same as TV frame, in solid black. And I'm thinking I'll also do the binding in black as well, but I might have to beg, borrow, or steal more fabric to be able to do that in our current lockdown situation. These are my two options of black and white. So I have these weird trees or weird cats. In making this quilt, I'm not following any rules. I'm just sewing it together, enjoying the process, and I'm kind of making it for the pleasure of making it. Will I sell it or give it away or keep it? I don't know. It's just about making it. And I guess I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna make it. So not just gonna make the quilt, I'm gonna make it through this current stage that we're in, and I'm gonna be okay, and at the end of it I'll have a beautiful quilt that I can enjoy. And I am thinking of like straight line quilting, like a couple inches apart, or I was even thinking about hand quilting, but I just like that sense of, you know, the old days when the channel went out, it was just those colored stripes and that meh noise or whatever it was. And yeah, it just is like in my mind, this like throwback to simpler times. So that's what I'm working on today. It will require me to do a significant amount of ironing. I normally don't iron for any other reason than quilting. And then kind of making a back and then basting it, quilting it, and then binding it, labeling it, and done. And wow, that took like heaps of brain power to think about. So I'm going to get into doing that. I'm going to try to peacefully enjoy the rest of my day. I don't think there's anything else exciting to report. I mean, I cleaned those filters yesterday, and that was obviously like earth-shattering news that I managed to do that. I'm sure there's a million and one other houseworky type things I can do. But for now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sew and I'm going to enjoy it. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that we can support each other and get to know each other and have a good time. And I do enjoy chatting back and forth in the comments with a few of my new friends that I have made. So thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you again tomorrow for another exciting episode
Like I'm crazy
of this.
when I shut my feelings out. Look at me like I'm different.
I think we're gonna get a storm. The winds are getting really high. It's still really nice though. It's like 18 degrees today, so that has been good. But I think I'm gonna call the kids in because we have big trees and the kids are irreplaceable.